Oh, hey everybody, on this lovely, drizzly, rainy day. And while everybody's running around and probably has a little cabin fever, um, this felt like the perfect opportunity to kind of slip into our quiet and sacred space to kind of show you guys how I get grounded and how I get rooted and just kind of learn how to reset yourself so that you can feel that you're able to be out there and kind of be there for others, but in an emotional and physical way where you're not expending all of your energy, but you're able to help them hone in on theirs as well. So you can always start in a nice, comfy, cozy seat. Um, doesn't have to be crossed legs, your legs could be long. You could even turn the ankles out, just as long as you feel like you're really solid in your hip space. Um, you might be able to just sit with nothing underneath you. Sometimes you use a cushion, sometimes a blanket. The more that you find that you can use something that does have a little cushioning will help generate some warmth and heat and energy that will help you to release the tightness, tension, and emotional fodder that we actually build up in our hip space. So this technically comes from us. What we find in our head, neck, and shoulders comes from the outside world. So I like to call them the others. So it's kind of like carrying the weight of the world on your shoulders. So it's important to pay attention to the sensations in your body at any given time. That's what I try to hone in on before I actually settle into my meditation. And there are some tricks and tools that you can use to, especially if you've never really meditated before, to help get you grounded and use a little visualization to get you there. And once you're in that zone, a lot of times you are able to get into your breath. So I can remember the first time I ever took a meditation class, which happened to actually be here. And I can remember during that first class, I didn't know what I was supposed to do. So the whole time I was thinking, what am I supposed to think about? Is it a piece of paper? Is it a blank piece of paper? Maybe it's lined paper. Maybe it's construction paper. Completely rattled. But halfway through, my body was able to actually connect with my breath. And then I lost all track of all the sensations around me. So it's almost like an internal personal vipassana that you can go into. So again, you start in a nice, comfortable, cozy seat. Pay attention to your body sensations. Your hands can rest in any way that you choose. So your hands don't have to be in a particular mudra, which means hand gesture, that you might have seen in a magazine. But with that being said, there are some clues to tell you of what your body sensations are and what's going on. So if you are in a seated position or long legs, and you find that when you land, your hands are facing down, it's important to note that you're actually decompressing. So that means that there's something going on in your body or in your life that's causing you to look to pour that energy out and to rid yourself of it. Sometimes you'll find that when you land, your palms end up facing up. Not with a gesture, they're just up. Typically, that signifies that you're in a balanced state, but in the state of you are having really good moments, you've been in a really good place, at least for the last few hours, and you're looking to draw more of that energy in. And sometimes you'll find that your hands will just simply rest in a comfortable space right at the center of your body. This is a space where it doesn't mean that you're fully and wholly balanced, but you are more centered for yourself than you typically are in your day-to-day life. Once you've settled in here, however your hands have landed, you're going to gently and carefully make sure that your seat is comfortable. Give yourself about 3 breaths just to kind of shift and make sure that this is a position that you're going to choose to commit to. Very important to kind of settle into that space. You can also do this seated in a chair with your feet rooted into the earth. You're going to allow your eyes to just softly close and gently, using your body sensation and your mind's eye, you're going to try to ease your shoulders right over your hips. Just see what that feels like. Once you're here, slowly and gently begin to lengthen or visualize that you're stacking your spine. Making your spine as tall, strong, lengthened, as a tall steel lightning rod, a true conduit of energy, allowing the crown of your head to gently press up toward the sky. Now, with your eyes closed, you have a couple of options. You can allow your eyes to just be heavy and rest beneath your eyelids, as though you were gazing toward your cheeks or your chin. Or you can softly imagine that your eyebrows are in a V-like shape, and you're just going to shift your eyes softly toward the center of your brow. That's where we hold your gym, and that's your pineal gland. So that's something you might need to work up to, or sometimes it'll go right into that space. So with that tall, beautiful lengthened spine, that gentle stack of your shoulders over your hips, allow yourself a gentle swallow or to clear your throat, releasing your tongue gently away from the roof of your mouth, and just soften your jaw as you settle into your bones. You're going to take a nice, beautiful breath, picturing it as it draws itself right over the bridge of your nose, feeling its sensation over the back of your throat as you carefully and mindfully fill your lungs to their highest capacity. And give yourself an easy exhale, slowly releasing the air from your lungs back over your throat and through your nostrils. Slow, deep, beautiful breath filling your lungs, feeling it over the bridge. Full and careful exhale. Allowing your breath to be here just like this for a moment as you begin to settle in. And as you begin to feel the sensations of your body, begin to draw a little bit deeper on your breath. Now allowing your breath to become more powerful, louder, hearing and feeling the sound and sensation of your breath over all other sounds or sensations that surround you. And now as you root down, there are two ways to picture yourself in this space. Picturing a tall, beautiful, and massive tree, just like the tree of life. And as you draw the breath in, picturing the lower half of your body as this portion of trunk. And as you breathe out, allowing this space to root down and press deep down into the earth, feeling your roots spread far and wide, and allowing them to spread so far across the earth and that they go so deep down toward the earth's core. Breath is strong, drawing it over the bridge of your nose with that tall, lengthened spine. Remember, conduit of energy, crown of your head is so tall. And picture as you fill your body with breath, that the branches at the top of your tree spread as far and as wide as the roots you've spread below. Breathing deep down, making sure that every root gets a drop of this air. Strong, deep breaths. Feeling your chest rise, filling your lungs. Full exhales, feeling rooted and grounded into the earth. Now if you choose, you can stay and just be here. And initially you might be very aware of the sensation of the air as it gently caresses your skin. But as you power through with your breath, all of these things will start to fade away. Another way that you can ground yourself, because sometimes earth grounding doesn't work for all, is to imagine yourself traveling far and wide across the ocean, seeing all these beautiful shades of blue, aquas, greens, some spaces clear and light. The water's not turbulent, but you don't bring yourself out as far as the deepest, most beautiful blue that you can find. Seeing the sparkles of sunlight on the top of the water. No turbulence, just soft waves of beauty. As you slow here, preparing to press deep down and release your personal anchor. Picturing it as it slowly drops down deep through all these beautiful shades until it reaches the bottom of the ocean floor. Seeing the anchor make a connection with the earth and sand at the bottom. Seeing the powder of the sand shoot up through the water. As it creates no sound, but you know that this heavy weight has rooted itself down. And picturing yourself up at the other end, again, anchored and rooted, but buoyant, able to float, able to find space. Feeling the warmth and sensation of the sun as it gently caresses your skin, just in the way that feels right to you. Seeing the beautiful shades of light and picturing the best color sky that you might envision. As you find yourself in this relaxed state, draw deeply on your breath once again, finding the air over the bridge of your nose, feeling it over the back of your throat, slowly and mindfully filling your lungs with air. Breathe here, tracing the air back through as carefully as you drew it in. Slow, deep breaths. Full exhales. Taking gentle notice that your shoulders remain over your hips. Your spine stays long. And you draw your focus within. Finding yourself in perfect stillness, in perfect peace. Take a few more breaths here. And as you go deeply within, begin to picture what's going on inside. Drawing in deeply on your breath, pulling in beautiful white light and energy, allowing it to fill you from the tips of your toes, through your feet, your ankles, your shins, your calves, your knees, your thighs, your pelvic bone, right up through the back of your hips. Fill yourself and breathe this beautiful light back out and through, cleansing this beautiful white light once again as it washes its way up through your core, your chest, your heart. It fills your organs right over the arms, the shoulders, right through the fingertips. And breathe that beautiful light back out into the space. Finding this deep, beautiful breath once again, filling yourself wholly and fully. Head, neck, shoulders, right through the crown of your head. Powerful white light, healing and clearing. Breathing it back out into the space, back out into the universe. Washing yourself away of any ailments and pain, any extraneous thoughts, any difficulties. Allow your breath to overcome and overpower that space. Allowing the power of your mind's eye to draw in all of this beautiful white light and healing energy. As you connect and make this space with your breath, you are also increasing the field of your aura, which can be as far and as wide as 10 feet around your body. Picturing this beautiful aura that you've created or expanded, and just surround it with a little more golden light. Let that golden light be your protection, and allow that healing white and gold light to spread far and wide as you pass this on, not only to yourself, but to those that you may not even know that they need it. Sending it to your loved ones, sending it to a perfect stranger in their darkest moment. Allow yourself a few more breaths here, staying present in your breath. And as you make these last and full connections, feel free to allow yourself the ability to choose one word. One word of something more you'd like to bring into your space or into your life, choosing it very carefully. And as you take those last 3 breaths, draw that beautiful word into your body wholly and fully. Allow it to stamp itself thousands of times within. And breathe it back out into this universe. Allow yourself 2 more without changing a syllable, planting the seeds and manifesting for a bigger and brighter day. Sat Nam. Namaste.